Hi everyone, welcome to Wealthy Ways. Today we're discussing the most popular and exciting cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, the world's first and most prominent cryptocurrency to date. The history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created in 2009 by an anonymous person or group using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. The idea behind Bitcoin was to create a decentralized, peer-to-peer electronic cash system to eliminate the need for intermediaries like banks. Bitcoin operates on blockchain technology, a decentralized ledger that records all transactions on the network. The blockchain allows for secure and transparent transactions without the need for intermediaries. Purpose of Bitcoin. The purpose of Bitcoin is to provide a form of digital currency that operates independently of central authorities like governments and banks. It aims to provide financial freedom and independence to individuals, allowing them to transact without intermediaries. Bitcoin also aims to provide a secure and transparent form of payment, as all transactions are recorded on a public ledger that cannot be altered. This helps to prevent fraud and other forms of financial corruption. Adoption and growth. Bitcoin has seen rapid growth and adoption since its creation. It has become the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, with millions of people worldwide using it for various purposes. Who created Bitcoin, and what are the Satoshi Papers? The Satoshi Papers refers to a collection of documents, emails, and forum posts written by the pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. These documents provide insight into the creation and development of Bitcoin, including its early design and implementation, as well as its intended purpose and vision for the future. The Satoshi Papers were published on various online forums and websites, including the Bitcoin Talk forum, between 2008 and 2011. They include Satoshi's original white paper outlining the design and implementation of Bitcoin, as well as technical discussions and explanations about the cryptocurrency. The Satoshi Papers are considered a valuable resource for those looking to understand the creation and development of Bitcoin. They provide a unique perspective into the early days of cryptocurrency. However, the authenticity of the Satoshi Papers has been debated, and some believe that some of the documents may have been altered or fabricated. In conclusion, the Satoshi Papers are a collection of documents and posts written by the pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. These papers provide valuable insight into the creation and development of Bitcoin. They are considered a valuable resource for those looking to understand cryptocurrency. Despite their value, the Satoshi Papers are just one part of the story of Bitcoin and its development. Since Satoshi departed from the Bitcoin community, cryptocurrency has grown and evolved in ways he likely never envisioned. Over the years, Bitcoin has attracted a global community of developers, entrepreneurs, and investors, all working to build and shape the future of cryptocurrency. As a result, the technology and infrastructure surrounding Bitcoin have rapidly evolved, with new products and services being developed to meet the growing demand for cryptocurrency. In recent years, Bitcoin has also attracted increased attention from regulators, governments, and financial institutions who are exploring ways to regulate or incorporate the cryptocurrency into the existing financial system. Despite these developments, the core principles of Bitcoin remain unchanged. The cryptocurrency offers a decentralized and secure way to store and transfer value. It remains an essential part of the financial landscape. In conclusion, the Satoshi Papers provide valuable insight into Bitcoin's creation and early development. Still, they are just one part of the story of the cryptocurrency. Over the years, Bitcoin has grown and evolved, attracting a global community of developers, entrepreneurs, and investors, and attracting increased attention from regulators and governments. Nevertheless, the core principles of Bitcoin remain unchanged, and it continues to be an essential part of the financial landscape. The rise of Bitcoin has led to many individuals becoming millionaires and even billionaires from investing in the cryptocurrency. As the price of Bitcoin has increased over the years, early investors who bought the cryptocurrency at low prices have seen significant returns on their investments. For example, when Bitcoin first launched in 2009, it traded for just a few cents. However, as demand for the cryptocurrency grew, the price increased, reaching an all-time high of nearly $65,000 in April 2021. This massive price increase has led many early Bitcoin investors to become incredibly wealthy. However, it's important to note that investing in Bitcoin is highly speculative and comes with significant risk. The price of Bitcoin is highly volatile, and there have been instances in the past where the price has dropped dramatically in a short period of time. Despite this, many people continue to invest in Bitcoin as they see it as a potentially profitable investment. Several individuals became early millionaires as a result of their investments in Bitcoin. Here are a few examples. Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, American entrepreneurs and venture capitalists, invested in Bitcoin early on and are now reported to be among the first Bitcoin billionaires. Roger Ver, also known as Bitcoin Jesus, is an early Bitcoin investor and entrepreneur who made a fortune from his investments in cryptocurrency. Charlie Shrem is a Bitcoin entrepreneur who co-founded the Bitcoin exchange BitInstant. He is also an early investor in Bitcoin and became a millionaire due to his investments. Dave Carlson is the founder of the first ever Bitcoin mining company, Mega Big Power. He became a millionaire as a result of his investments in Bitcoin. Barry Silbert is the founder and CEO of Digital Currency Group, a venture capital firm focused on the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry. He made a fortune from his investments in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. These are just a few examples of individuals who became early millionaires from their investments in Bitcoin. However, it's important to remember that not everyone who invested in Bitcoin has become wealthy, and investing in the cryptocurrency comes with significant risk. How can it make you wealthy in the future based on its fundamentals? Investing in Bitcoin has the potential to make you wealthy in the future. Still, it is highly speculative and comes with significant risk. Here are a few reasons why Bitcoin's fundamentals might lead to wealth creation. Limited supply. Bitcoin has a finite supply of 21 million coins, and the rate of new coin creation is slowing down over time. This limited supply, combined with increasing demand, could drive up the price of Bitcoin in the future. Growing acceptance. As more individuals and businesses adopt Bitcoin, the demand for the cryptocurrency is likely to increase. This could lead to a corresponding increase in the price of Bitcoin. Network effects. Bitcoin's decentralized network is growing. The network becomes more robust and valuable as more people use the cryptocurrency. Maturing infrastructure. The infrastructure surrounding Bitcoin, including exchanges, wallets, and payment processors, is becoming more sophisticated and user-friendly. This could increase demand for the cryptocurrency and drive up the price. Innovation potential. Bitcoin is a programmable currency, and developers are continually exploring new use cases and applications for the cryptocurrency. This innovation could lead to increased demand and a higher price for Bitcoin. It's important to remember that these are potential future developments, and the actual outcome cannot be predicted with certainty. Investing in Bitcoin is highly speculative and comes with significant risks. Individuals should thoroughly understand the risks involved before making a decision. As with any investment, it's crucial to have a long-term perspective and not to make investment decisions based on short-term price movements. What are Bitcoin's advantages over traditional banking? Bitcoin offers several advantages over traditional banking. Decentralization. Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network, meaning that transactions are recorded on a public ledger and processed by users on the network without intermediaries like banks. Security. Transactions on the Bitcoin network are secured using encryption and cryptographic algorithms, making it nearly impossible for fraudsters to alter the transaction history. Lower transaction fees. Bitcoin transactions typically have lower fees than traditional banking, as no intermediaries are involved in processing the transactions. Accessibility. Bitcoin can be accessed from anywhere in the world with an internet connection, allowing for fast and convenient transactions without the need for a traditional bank account. Pseudonymity. Users can transact with Bitcoin anonymously, meaning that their personal information is not tied to their transactions on the network. Censorship resistant. Bitcoin transactions cannot be blocked or censored by governments or other third-party intermediaries because of its decentralized nature. Global availability. Bitcoin is not tied to any specific country or currency, making it a truly global currency that can be used for transactions across borders without needing currency conversion. Speed. Transactions on the Bitcoin network can be processed in minutes, compared to traditional banking, which can take days or weeks for international transactions. Increased control. Bitcoin users have complete control over their funds, with no need for intermediaries like banks to hold and manage their money. Programmable. Bitcoin is a programmable currency, meaning that developers can build applications and services that interact with the Bitcoin network. This opens up new possibilities for financial innovation and services. Transparency. All Bitcoin transactions are publicly available on the blockchain, providing a high level of transparency and accountability. Borderless transactions. Bitcoin allows for fast, secure, and borderless transactions, enabling anyone with an internet connection to send and receive money anywhere in the world. Privacy. Bitcoin transactions are pseudonymous, meaning that your identity is not directly linked to your transactions. This offers greater privacy than traditional banking systems, where all transactions are recorded and linked to your identity. These advantages make Bitcoin an attractive alternative to traditional banking for individuals and businesses who value privacy, security, and control over their finances. It's worth noting that while Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies offer several advantages over the traditional banking system, they also have their own set of challenges and risks, such as volatility, regulation, and security. As with any investment, it's essential to research, stay informed about market developments, and only invest what you can afford to lose. What's El Salvador's connection to Bitcoin? El Salvador's connection to Bitcoin stems from the country's adoption of Bitcoin as a legal tender. In 2021, El Salvador became the first country in the world to officially adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender alongside the US dollar. The adoption of Bitcoin as a legal tender in El Salvador was a bold move aimed at addressing some of the country's economic challenges, including high poverty levels, unemployment, and inflation. By adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender, the government of El Salvador aimed to provide its citizens with greater access to financial services and promote financial inclusion. The adoption of Bitcoin as a legal tender in El Salvador has also attracted significant attention from the global Bitcoin community, who see the move as an essential milestone in the adoption and integration of the cryptocurrency into the mainstream financial system. In addition to its adoption as a legal tender, El Salvador has established a regulatory framework for using Bitcoin, including measures to prevent money laundering, terrorist financing, and other illicit activities. El Salvador's connection to Bitcoin stems from its adoption of the cryptocurrency as a legal tender. This bold move addressed some of the country's economic challenges and promoted financial inclusion. It has attracted significant attention from the global Bitcoin community. Bitcoin has the potential to revolutionize the way we manage our finances. Here are a few reasons why Bitcoin could be the future of personal finance. Financial freedom. Bitcoin is not subject to the same restrictions as traditional financial systems. It could provide individuals with greater economic freedom and the ability to transact freely. Innovation potential. Bitcoin is a programmable currency, and developers are continually exploring new use cases and applications for the cryptocurrency. This innovation could lead to new financial products and services that could benefit individuals and make it easier to manage personal finances. Thank you for watching Wealthy Ways, and we'll see you in the next episode. Stay tuned for more wealth building tips and strategies.